Still a little update on the August 17th issue. I've been going over my paperwork and whatnot. The Edmonton police accused me of being a police hater, which is true. You know, I'm not gonna like police after they abused me and whatnot. They falsely arrested me. Didn't even bother doing an investigation. All the paperwork that I got from this individual, um, it's all pretty much justified. She lies on the thing there and says I threatened to shoot police, which in essence on the July 7th video, and this is the reason why I say Instagram scrubbed my account, is because on July 7th you can specifically hear me saying I'm going to sue the police if they come and harass me anymore. But ever since my Instagram account was scrubbed, they all of a sudden say I threatened to shoot police. But I do have people that said they've seen the video and they're willing to testify that they've seen it and they got copies of the video. So that's an added bonus. I also might have found a lawyer that'll help me file the case and whatnot, and we'll see from where it goes from there. This whole thing is about the traumatization, the trauma that they caused upon my animals. My dog does not trust anybody now that's dressed in dark colors and looks like the police. You know, they chased her down the street with guns. They chased her down with those sticks with wires. They chased her all the way down the street, then cornered her into the yard. So yeah, she's got issues with those type of people and whatnot. Ironically, she loves natives. She likes other natives. She likes other non-white people. So I guess that's a bonus. Um, it's also came through that they've cyber stalked me. They've tried to invade they watched these YouTube accounts, which they clearly stayed on it because they said, oh, it's logged under YAG Nazism, YAG stormtroopers, whatnot. The whole system is corrupt and racially biased, especially if you have a criminal record. They don't see the fact that you're trying to be a better person. You're trying to make amends for your past. All they see is your past, and all they see is, you know, like dollar signs. They put me in jail. They get to have their little oh, we got him, woo, kind of thing. Let's put him in jail. Let's put another Indian in jail, kind of thing. Worse yet, they'd probably want to kill me now because due to the fact that this fucking cunt cop ended up saying that I wanted to shoot police. Or that I stated I was going to shoot police. I've stated I'm going to sue them, which I am. I'm in the process of doing it. I am going to sue them because due to the fact that I shouldn't be judged for who I was. And they should have did an investigation, but they refused to do an investigation. They took these statements from these white people, which were found out to be false. So they filed false police reports, 3 of them, and the Edmonton police didn't do anything. So taxpayers and everybody wasted all that money, 2 months of money, and they're going to waste even more money when I sue them. All because Edmonton police ego, and they're trying to cover up their abuse. Now, had this worked with anybody else, they might have just let it go after they got the pets. But I've been treated like a second-rate human my whole entire life. The Alberta system took me away from my culture. They put me into their system. They systematically beat me. They did all these other terrible things and then adopted me out to an known racist abuser. And then when shit hit the fan and I was a bully and whatnot, and I was acting up because I wanted this, you know, I needed the whatever to get somebody's attention to sit there and say, yes, this is what's going on. They covered it up by saying it was my fault. Maybe I should be a better kid. Maybe I should listen more. you only can listen so much when you're getting your ass handed to you 24/7 for 10 years straight, 365. My life was hell from the time I was adopted until I was put back into the system out in Ontario. And yes, I am not only a scooped victim, I'm also an Alberta child abuse victim. I'm a 3-time striker. I'm also a CASA victim in there. And that's a whole new story with that. So I'm not going to get into that. But I've gone through all this trauma. I've gone through all this abuse. I've made my mistakes. I'm trying to make amends for it. The cops in the city of Edmonton don't see that. They see me as a second-rate human. They abuse my animals. They make stories and lies up about me. They slander and commit defamation against my character because they don't see me as a person. They see me as an Indian with whatever. They also mention the mental illness and everything. So they're like Donald Trump. They keep hammering on past facts, but they're not hammering on these facts that are happening today. I am pretty damn proud of myself. I've overcome all these issues just to, people look at me and say it's a shitty life, you're alone, you kind of thing. But you know what I see? I see somebody that's trying to make amends, take responsibility for his past, trying to get some kind of a life. I'm fighting the Alberta government. Next week, I'm going to go and get I'm going to start a fight with the Alberta government in order to get the remaining amount of my Alberta child abuse settlement. That money was set aside in order to get her help because I knew when I got her back that she was going to need help over this trauma kind of thing. But that's another clusterfuck at the end because now I'm dealing with some real racists that don't believe that natives should be seen as regular people, and that's the Alberta UCP kind of thing, and Jason Kenney. And had they done this to me, I would have just accepted it and moved on. But the fact that they abused my animals, the fact that they made up lies about me, the fact that they're trying to bury me in order to cover and justify their actions, and it's the whole system. It's not just the Edmonton police. It's the whole bloody system. The Crown prosecutor at any time could have dropped the charges. She refused. They didn't give me my disclosure until the day of my pre-trial on October 31st. And then on the disclosure, what was omitted was the fact that the omittance was the charges went from abusing my animals with cattle prods and bear spray to physically abusing them and chucking them. But the problem with that is in the cop statements, she pretty much from my YouTube videos past YouTube where I show the cops evidence and everything and how they say I threw the dog, which was virtually impossible. Like I said, you'd have to be 12 feet tall. You'd have to be the Hulk in order to pick that dog up and throw it more than 50 feet into a brick wall. I'm trying to be a better person. I'm doing this all on my own because I don't trust people and I have a deep distrust towards people, and I'm not trying to make excuses for it. I'm just trying to make people to understand. There's many more people out there like me, so I'm trying to show them that crime isn't the way, when you get out of crime, you have a lot of issues. And the Edmonton police shouldn't be looking, or any police force shouldn't look in your past. They should see what you're doing the present and not judge you by your past, or by your color of your skin, or by how you look. And that's what the Edmonton police basically did. They took a false police report. They They falsely arrested me. They didn't do an investigation. I fought back. They had to withdraw the charges because it was found by the Crown prosecutor that the complaint was made out of malice against my person. But yet, for some reason, I can't get that judgment unless I pay $250 for court transcripts. I don't have that type of money. And another issue is that they robbed me at gunpoint. I had everything I needed for my girl here. See? You know, I had a specially made muzzle for her. It wasn't one of those steel ones that looked like shit. It was a nice Velcroed one that, you know, wouldn't let her jaws open completely, but would able to let her drink water and whatnot. I ordered that. I'm looking for the receipt to get that. I have everything. I have everything documented. And I document everything when it comes to those police. Even if they even drive by me, I pull out the phone and record them. So, yeah, that's the update that's going on right now. They're trying to lay track all over me, and I'm not allowing it. I always say to other natives, to everything, that it's time that we stand up, that we fight for our rights, that we're heard, and that, you know, that this injustice that we have to deal with, from governments to police to cities and whatnot, we should not be their mats to wipe their feet all over us, to abuse us. They have done enough to us, and I am a perfect example of it. They scooped me, they abused me, they covered it all up, and then they refused to help me. And then they turned it on me and said I was the fault. And it's the same thing that they're doing here. And I'm not going to let it get away with it. What happened in my past really screwed me up, and it took me 20 years of being alone. And right when I'm starting to feel better and starting to, you know, be a productive member of the community, they show up and do all this. And then now another thing is that this cop also falsified statements, is that she states in her statements that, oh, there was another witness that said I was throwing pots and pans at my dog from inside to outside kind of thing. But yet she states that, oh, the person doesn't want to be involved in this because Mr. Horde's looks. Well, I have an issue with that kind of thing, and that's bullshit. And that will be taken up in court too. Either you give up the witness and have them show up at court and testify on this behalf, or that whole statement that she falsified should be stricken from the record. And what should also be stricken from the record is the lies that this cop made about me, stating I was going to shoot police. And then, wow, the police hater, I'm not gonna argue with that. That's totally true. So, as I said, I think I found a lawyer that's going to help me out to push this, to get it filed and whatnot. And then we'll see where it goes from there. So I hope you guys are having a nice day. I have to get back to going through this shit. So, ciao. Have a great day. And yeah. Thank you for listening. And if you have any advice, please do share it with me. I could use all the help I could use.